Okay, welcome to our fire weather briefing for August 15th, 2025. You have Miranda and Matthew today to give you the weather. First showing the big picture, showing a Pacific satellite with a deep low pressure system off the coast and the moisture fetch attached to that incoming system pushing into the area now, and especially in the west, starting on the west side. And you can see the moisture fetch extending way back into the Pacific there. Showing the regional um, radar image, showing the scattered showers over the east side. Mostly that's coming as sprinkles, maybe a brief shower in there, some steadier rain on the west side. And we'll look at the fire weather summary, and we'll start on the west side.
Great, thank you. Yeah, so today, heavy rain is the story across western Washington. Widespread wetting rains are expected. We've already had close to 1 inch in the north coast already over the last 24 hours, and on the order of about a half an inch from Everett northward in the interior. So we're going to see that heavy rain continue to spread as that frontal system approaches and moves through the area today. Good soaking for everyone. A little bit of gusty wind ahead of it, but again, no major concerns. For Saturday, we're just highlighting the end of that heavy rain transitioning to showers through the balance of the day. Instability does not look as great on our side. We will carry a slight chance in the North Cascades of seeing a lightning strike or two, but given the low coverage of them as well as the abundant moisture that we're going to see in the meantime, keeping that as a low-risk day and no significant concerns through the remainder of the 7-day, with a slight warm-up and a slight drying trend as we get into the middle part of next week, but again, keeping it low for now.
All right, on the east side, today we have mainly steadier rain near the Cascade Crest and some shower chances further east. Those chances start to increase a little bit as we go into late tonight into tomorrow morning from the west. And as we head into Saturday, we'll have a frontal band bringing some steadier rain to the area as it progresses from west to east, and then changing to showers and bringing a chance for thunderstorms in the afternoon. We do have thunder in the forecast, but right now not looking like anything too strong. And then heading into Sunday, we still have some lingering shower chances in there, smaller chances, largely in the northeast mountains on Sunday, and portions of the Idaho Panhandle Sunday as well. Maybe some thunder south, and there's some slight shower thunderstorm chances lingering in the southern parts of the Panhandle on Monday. And I'm just going to show the progression of the precipitation today into tomorrow. Here's about now, showing those steadier rains across the west side and near the coming across the Cascades. I'm going to use a different model just because I like how it looks better, the SSL. So that's going to shift across. Most of that shower activity across the east side kind of peters out, but we have some steadier precipitation across the west side, becoming a little bit heavier as we go into later this afternoon and evening on the west side, and some spotty showers further east. And then as we move into later this afternoon into tonight, those steadier rains continue on the west side as mentioned. And as we go into the overnight, that pushes up to the Cascades with that front coming in. And as we get to the morning hours, that band of frontal precipitation is starting to push across central into eastern Washington. This is about 24 hours from now or so, and then beginning to shift towards the Panhandle as we get into the afternoon. And then you can see in the afternoon some spottier showers and some thunderstorms trying to bubble up as we go into later on Saturday. And heading to the weather grids, the main concerns are the precipitation and maybe some winds. So I'll start with just showing winds today, some breezy conditions in the basin, and somewhere around the western side near the coast and around the Puget Sound area. Nothing too strong in sustained wise, but some higher gusts near 20, 25 or so. Chance of wetting rains, strongest on the west side this morning, and then expanding into the Cascades and to north central Washington later this afternoon into this evening. And the probability of thunder today, there is some, but mostly it's near 10% or less. There's a few spots that see a little bit higher, but overall it's not a big threat today. And heading into Saturday, just wanted to still show some of those low-grade breezy conditions around the Okanagan Valley, Upper Columbia Basin, and some of those gusty winds, 20 to 30 miles per hour. And a chance of wetting rain continues to be pretty high on Saturday across a good portion of the area. The lowest chances in the deeper basin in the lower and into the lower panhandle. Best chances on the west side in the morning hours, and in the morning and to midday hours further east, and continuing into the evening across the northeast when we have some thunderstorm chances. And here's the thunderstorm chances for tomorrow. The best chances are across the northeast mountains, but there's a lot of cloud cover tomorrow expected and cooler. So then there's instability, but not expecting them right now to be anything too severe. But it's something we'll have to keep an eye on. And just to close out the weather grids, just to show some limited precipitation chances on as we go into Sunday, just kind of around the periphery of the CWA, and the thunder chances are also kind of really limited. There's some chances across to maybe the LC Valley and into the southern panhandle and into the Clearwaters. And on going into Monday, just some minor risks across the far southeast. And looking at QPF wise, we'll start with the west side.
Yeah, so looking at the day one here, this is our wettest day and the bulk of the moisture here, and we do see the totals up, on the order of a couple inches in both the Cascades, especially the north, as well as the Olympics and near the coast. Those west-facing slopes are really going to get hit hard as this front comes in. So definitely a good soaking, as we've been talking about. Even in the lowlands, though, we're expecting on the order of about anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches. That would be lowest in the shadowed areas behind the Olympics around the Seattle area, but higher to the north and to the south.
All right, and on the east side, we have some modest precipitation amounts similarly coming up towards the Cascade Crest, and lighter amounts further east. And heading into Saturday, a broader, lighter to moderate precipitation, some near the Cascades and across the northeast mountains, with the heaviest amounts between 1/4 to 1/2 inch, maybe in the higher terrain, maybe up to near 3/4 of an inch to an inch in the really higher mountain areas. And heading to day 3 on Sunday, just some lingering chances of light precipitation. And overall, just summarizing the 1 to 7 day, which is mostly the next couple days or so, just the modest amounts on the west side again and across the northern tier. And then we'll head into the trends and start on the west side.
Yeah, so we picked out Hosamine today up in the North Cascades, and really not a whole lot to show other than that temperatures remain quite cool, humidities remain quite high as we get this heavy rainfall over the next day, and then the lingering showers too. It'll be a slight warmer and drier trend as we get from Monday through the remaining days. So as we get into the middle week and maybe the late part of next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we do see those RHs dipping down progressively lower, and the temperatures, of course, correspondingly going warmer there as we see maybe some high pressure build in that shift in the pattern. But again, not much in the way of concerns fire weather wise through the next 5 to 7 days. We'll obviously have more to say about the next week when we get to next week. That's all for now. Thanks.
All right, and heading further east, we'll just go to Spokane, just showing generally the cooler than normal temperatures and really much higher RHs in this wetter period. So no major concerns there. See the precipitation chances spiking up as we go into Saturday, and especially in the early part of the day, and then becoming more showery in the afternoon. And that's the general trend for most of the area. And after that, we see the slow warm up and drying out, but nothing too crazy or extreme. So no major concerns heading into the extended either. And lastly, the 8 to 14 day showing a better than average chance of above normal temperatures and near normal precipitation. And I think that covers it for the day. Anything you want to add on the west side?
Nope, nothing else today.
All right.